So because of the corona pandemic, Yemen crisis, and other crises happening around the world, we at Followings are going to continue giving you, our viewers, some happy news to show that despite all these bad things happening, there are also some good things out there to be happy about and feel like there's some hope. Wow, 2020, huh? Some things change, I would say, and some things don't, and some adapt. In this case is the Eid celebration, which was not postponed. It still happened this year, and which is good because while celebrating, they had some safety measures, wore masks, and were still having social distancing.
Welcome to Eating While Driving. That's Eid, to end the month-long fasting of Ramadan and drive.
It was the least that we can do to try to make our community feel the festive nature of Eid.
The Dar al-Hijra Islamic Center in Falls Church, Virginia, is among the American mosques hosting socially distanced celebrations this holiday. While President Trump on Friday declared houses of worship essential, many state and local governments bar large religious gatherings. And throughout Ramadan, normally a time when hundreds of congregants gather in mosques to break daily fasts and pray, the devotion has moved online.
Our faith has taught us that no matter where we are and what the circumstances might be, that we still have to go forward with life and do the best that we can.
Puranessa Faryad observed Ramadan with her daughters in home quarantine. She's watched friends lose loved ones to COVID and struggles with not being able to comfort them in person.
A lot of people have passed away, and that's the unfortunate part of this. But for those of us who are home and who haven't been affected and who can actually give back, you can do that in so many different ways from the perspective of being grateful.
At Dar al-Hijra Islamic Center, volunteers gave away more than 600 meals a night during Ramadan.
During the celebrations, we also have people who decide to decorate their hands with henna, which I personally find very beautiful and would actually like to have some myself. And you can see some of these pictures, different ones, but also unique and pretty. So while some people are celebrating during Eid, others are doing other things. And we all know that this pandemic is a different type of fight, where even a fight, we all know there's a front line. And in this case, healthcare workers are on the front line, risking their lives to save people who has the coronavirus. And sometimes we take these people for granted. And that's why there's some organization, and in this case America, a non-profit organization that is willing to donate bride's dresses to these healthcare workers. This non-profit organization is called Brides Across America, and they're doing such an amazing job that you'll see in this video.
There's good news tonight about the shop owners across America working to make wedding dreams come true for frontline healthcare workers.
Jamila Gonzalez is on the front lines of the coronavirus pandemic. She works at 2 Massachusetts hospitals caring for COVID patients, even though her asthma makes her high risk.
I was very scared, but you gotta be there to take care of people.
She was financially supporting her parents who lost their jobs during the pandemic and planning to get married in October.
I'm getting married and I gotta plan a wedding. And then it's like, where do I even start?
I love the lace.
That's when she heard about Brides Across America.
I saw, we're giving out a free dress for COVID-19 workers. And I was like, this can't be real.
Heidi Jansen started the nonprofit in 2008 to give free wedding gowns to military and first responder brides. Now she's expanded her mission to help healthcare workers say yes to the dress.
This is what we are about, is supporting those that support us on a daily basis.
They've partnered with 65 salons across the country that contribute dresses themselves or receive donated gowns from the organization. When Jamila tried on her dress, the strain of the last few months melted away.
it did make me feel special. It did make me feel like a princess.
I did cry.
And when she learned it really was on the house, she was overwhelmed.
I started crying. All of those not sleeping nights, all of the stress, all of the overwork, it made it all feel like worthy. It made like all the hard work and to just feel like, you know what? This is it. This is your moment. You earned this dress.
For Jansen, it's about helping those who risk their lives to help others.
My heart went out to these nurses and the doctors. I mean, everybody that really participated in the care of a loved one. I think they're heroes.
All of us who wears masks, the feeling when you wear a mask and you smile, but nobody can tell if you're angry or you're smiling, or they can't tell what you're feeling. Or in some other cases, you may be deaf, and the only way to understand what other people are saying is through lip reading. Well, luckily, there's someone out there who's actually made a mask, a see-through mask, where you can see what the other person is trying to say. This guy is named Brian Tavis, and he's making some changes out there for the deaf people.
Netflix has gone viral worldwide because of, well, she makes her masks and makes sure that they don't hide her beautiful smile. As Lee knows, smiling customers all have the same question. Where did she get a mask like that?
The big question. It turns out that the man who makes them is from right here in Broward County.
Sewing itself is pretty enjoyable.
Brian Travers spends hours a day, every day, sewing out of his Coconut Creek home. He does it not just because he loves it.
For me, it's been very gratifying, and I've really fallen in love with it. This is the toughest part of the day, trying to thread the needle.
He sews to serve a purpose.
And I know I'm going to be doing this all day for the benefit of others. I just love it.
You see, in 2008, Travers almost lost his life when he suffered a cerebral hemorrhage. He went through a hyperbaric treatment to recover, but a side effect, hearing loss.
Your only way to survive, you start to learn, and so I became fluent in lip reading, and that's how the lip reading started.
But when the pandemic hit and everyone started to wear masks, lip reading became a problem.
Just out of frustration, I cut the hole out and not even thinking about putting something there, but I just cut it thinking, is it that difficult to perhaps just lower your mask? But then I'm looking at it, I'm like, well, wait a minute, what if I put something here?
That's when Travers came up with a solution and created these masks for the hearing impaired. He started making masks just for his family so he could communicate with them a bit easier. But it quickly grew into something much bigger.
We've been making masks every day ever since, and we're shipping them around the world.
Travers was a doctor, but had to retire after losing his hearing. Now, in 2020, he is getting orders from all over the world wanting his mask, and the outpouring of love is truly remarkable.
I get up with a smile, and I know I'm going to be doing this all day for the benefit of others. I just love it.
I hope you all enjoyed this video. My name is Imani, and I hope that this felt like, it was positive and uplifting to hear. So if you want to see more, you can subscribe to our channel, and please also leave a comment below for if there's something we could improve or we can do better, and so on.